The silent language of strength. How women perceive weakness in men. For centuries, men have strived to understand the elusive nature of attraction. What qualities truly draw a woman in? While superficial factors like physical appearance might initially pique interest, the deeper, more enduring attraction stems from something far more profound: the perception of inner strength. Women possess a remarkable ability to discern this strength, often long before a man even utters a word. This isn't some mystical power or feminine intuition. It's a finely tuned system of observation honed by evolutionary pressures and social conditioning. They are constantly assessing subtle cues, body language, tone of voice, the way a man handles pressure, all painting a complex portrait of his inner world. This portrait, consciously or unconsciously, dictates her level of attraction and respect. But what exactly constitutes inner strength? It's not about brute force or dominating displays of power. It's about emotional resilience, mental fortitude, and a character that allows a man to navigate the complexities of life with grace and integrity. In contrast, weakness isn't defined by the occasional stumble or mistake. It's about the inability to rise from those falls, the dependence on external validation, and the lack of control over one's emotions. To understand this silent language of strength, we must examine 7 key ways women often perceive weakness in men, and how men can cultivate the inner fortitude to project genuine power. Firstly, the validation junkie constantly seeks external approval, making his self-worth dependent on the opinions of others. He's the man who fishes for compliments, changing his opinions to match hers, anxiously awaiting texts, and obsessively monitoring social media likes. This desperate need for reassurance screams insecurity. He's like an empty vessel, yearning to be filled by the opinions of others, sacrificing his authenticity in the process. The solution lies in cultivating an internal locus of control. A man must define his own standards for success, based on his principles, courage, and honesty. Women are drawn to the self-assured man who knows his worth, not from external accolades, but from his own internal compass. Secondly, the conflict avoider mistakenly believes that being agreeable equals being likable. He shies away from confrontation, agreeing with opinions he secretly disagrees with, constantly apologizing, and backing down at the first sign of challenge. This constant desire to please, at the expense of his own integrity, signals a lack of backbone and ultimately breeds resentment. True strength, however, isn't about avoiding conflict altogether. It's about engaging in it wisely and calmly, expressing opinions assertively yet respectfully, and standing firm on one's principles. It's about knowing when to speak and when to remain silent, guided not by fear, but by conscious choice. Thirdly, the emotional train wreck is a man ruled by his emotions, tossed about by every wave and current. His volatile outbursts of anger, uncontrolled jealousy, and crippling insecurity reveal a lack of self-mastery. He's defensive at the slightest criticism, overreacts to minor inconveniences, and allows jealousy to consume him. This emotional instability is deeply unattractive. Cultivating emotional intelligence requires recognizing that feelings are not facts, but temporary reactions to external events. Through mindfulness and reflection, a man can learn to observe his emotions without being consumed by them, building resilience and a sense of calm that is undeniably attractive. Fourthly, the all-talk, no-walk man boasts endlessly about his grand plans and ambitions, yet rarely takes any concrete action to realize them. He's full of empty promises and lofty pronouncements, but lacks the discipline and follow-through to bring his visions to life. This disconnect between words and actions signals insecurity and a lack of self-belief. As the saying goes, a lion doesn't need to announce he's a lion. Women are drawn to men who quietly deliver results, surprising others with their accomplishments rather than their empty boasts. The solution lies in shifting the focus from talking to doing, breaking down goals into manageable steps, and consistently taking action, however small. Fifthly, the blame shifter refuses to take responsibility for his life, constantly blaming others for his shortcomings. He complains about his boss, his job, his exes, and blames bad luck for his failures, never acknowledging his own role in his misfortunes. This victim mentality is a major turnoff. Women are drawn to men who own their mistakes, learning from them, and taking responsibility for their actions. Accountability signals strength, courage, and the ability to grow from adversity, while blaming others leads to stagnation and unattractiveness. Sixthly, the yes man lacks boundaries and struggles to say no, constantly agreeing to things he doesn't want to do in order to please others. This people-pleasing behavior signals a lack of self-respect and a fear of rejection. While initial agreeableness might be appreciated, it quickly becomes clear that he lacks a backbone and is easily manipulated. True strength lies in setting clear boundaries, understanding one's limits, and having the courage to say no politely but firmly, without the need for justification. Finally, the aimless wanderer drifts through life without purpose, lacking a clear direction or passion. He spends countless hours on social media, binge-watching TV, and pursuing fleeting pleasures, never truly investing in his long-term growth or contributing something meaningful to the world. This lack of purpose is palpable, radiating from his actions, his conversations, and even his body language. Women are drawn to men who are driven by something bigger than themselves, who have a mission, a passion, or a set of principles that guide their actions. Purpose is the foundation of that life force, transforming a forgettable man into an unforgettable one. In conclusion, the silent language of strength is a complex code understood by women on a subconscious level. Recognizing these 7 signals of weakness is not about manipulating perceptions or engaging in superficial tactics. It's about embarking on a journey of self-mastery, cultivating emotional control, building confidence rooted in action, and discovering a purpose that ignites the soul. By embracing this stoic path, men can transform themselves, projecting an authentic power that commands respect and inspires attraction. The journey to inner strength is not about chasing external validation, but about cultivating self-respect, living with intention, and becoming the best version of oneself. The reward is not just attracting the right partner, but living a life of purpose, fulfillment, and genuine strength.